crack in the kitchen. Lil' Raw's on the mission. Break the bars out, screens in my expedition. Screens in my lack, yup, my trunk crack. Break the bars off, it's like this and like that.
So I think I forgot what episode number this is.
I have no idea.
11.
It's been a minute.
11?
It's been a minute. So it maybe 11 or 12.
Well, let's be for sure. Let's see.
I know we got past 10 because 10 was
Boom.
above the rim.
Y'all did above the rim?
No. It's 12. It's 12. Lead on me was the last 11.
What was 10 though?
10 was
basketball
Any Given Sunday.
No, football, any given Sunday.
I was
Okay.
about to say y'all did above the rim without me.
Yeah,
We should.
It would have
We
been
should.
plex.
All right, so episode 12 of Horsemen Reviews, back at it with probably this might be my all-time favorite movie.
Really?
Yeah, other than Happy Gilmore, I think this is like right there.
Because that's how you make your Kool-Aid.
That's 'cause
Nah, my man got whoever drank that Kool-Aid, they lost their foot that night.
That's because you built like the dudes that wore them suits.
We're gonna talk about that. So hold on. All right. So y'all know the process. We're gonna get into the film, but the film today that we're talking about is House Party 1. Now it's a series because it goes up to 3, right?
Yep.
And then they start
And
doing
when they add the
that's what we're gonna say. Then they start doing some weird shit with
Marcus
immature.
That was the weird.
Those
that
movies
was
were
terrible.
That was good on House Party 3.
But,
They were.
but when they had their own,
Yeah, that shit was
they
terrible.
should have threw that shit away. But y'all know the process. The first thing I'm gonna do is get into the synopsis, and I'm just gonna get y'all initial reaction. Then I'll give just a brief overview of the movie before we get into the cast, our favorite scenes, and then just some ridiculous shit that's in this movie because I've got a lot of shit I want to get off my chest. So, but to start, this is the plot, and it's brief. Young kid has been invited to a house party at his friend Play's house. But after a fight at school with some hoodlums, kid's father grounds him. Nonetheless, kid decides to sneak out of his father's house when he falls asleep. But kid doesn't know that the 3 thugs will be chasing him throughout the party. And in that time, behavior ensues. What do y'all think of that?
White person definitely worth that. They said nonetheless. That's the first hint. The second one is behaviors. Like
They had some bad behavior.
they were
thugs.
terrible. They were
thugs.
terrible. But like just the synopsis sound like hella white for that movie. Like
Well,
that
I mean,
movie,
you got to think about it. It was 1990. So I would imagine that
I was 2 years old.
but I would imagine that the
I was
studios that were
just
there was
being
no
born.
Tyler Perry's, there were no Ava DuVernay, there were nobody like that during that time. So you probably were around our white Nubian kings and queens who were doing that type of work.
Wish you
Stop calling them
I
that.
know,
Man.
I'm doing
God,
that, man. Like, listen, I am doing that.
I
So-
really hate that shit.
all right, so let's talk about just the movie in general before I get y'all initial impressions.
God,
So the
you
movie
got my
starts.
impression.
The movie starts with kid in a dream, like some random dream about the party that's getting ready to happen. So obviously, this is about to be the livest high school house party ever. That's the first thing that I want to get into. But anyway, he goes to school. He's at school. Some guys who should have been in the NFL in their 6th season in the league. The full force guys were way too mature.
Niggas was 37.
They should the NFL vets.
Bro, them niggas' chest was big.
Yo, my guys was swole as fuck.
Then they song was like Roxanne, Roxanne.
Yeah, they had some dope hits though. They
No,
had some
I
hits.
didn't know. I'm probably going fast forward.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
But I didn't know until like I was 23 that the dance that they sung the
They
song.
sung the song for it. Yeah, that's
I had
them.
no
We used to
idea.
have fun. Yeah, that's them.
I was like, yo, what? I saw the music video. I was like, hell no.
And they wearing them T-string
Niggas was wearing
A-tops,
suits.
yeah.
Niggas wearing suits with no undershirt.
Okay, all right. So at
They built
school,
like you.
at school, bro, chill out. We gonna get into that. We gonna get into that. So at school, for whatever reason, he accidentally bumps into them.
Oh my God.
Full force.
You should have worn gray. You know how
Hey,
the
you
minutes
should've-
of
you
society.
But I had to work.
You should have worn gray
If
suit
I
with
wasn't
no
working today, I was definitely gonna do
God
something.
damn.
But
slipped up.
But maybe we do like a Halloween party or some shit like that. I'm definitely coming to
Yeah.
full force. But anyway,
Oh my God.
so he goes to school. For whatever reason, at
Stupid.
school, they immediately have beef with him just because he bumps into them in the lunch table. It ain't even no real
Bro.
bump. It just was an accident. So he bumps into them at the lunch table. They immediately start beef. Shireen and what's Tisha Campbell's character name? Damn, I can't even think of it right now.
Hold on.
But,
I got you.
Play comes to talk to them. And Bilal, he's talking about, man, are you coming to the party?
Sydney, yeah.
And he's trying to convince him, and he says, but if you do come, I'm gonna make sure that these two women are there. So you got Sydney and Shireen. First off, they're clearly too old for high school also, but I'm gonna get into that as well. So he gets into the altercation because he throws Jello at full force. They duck it somehow because they got DB skills. They've been in the league. One of them a linebacker, he knew how to pivot out that shit. So they duck, they get suspended, or they get in trouble and have detention, and a letter gets sent home to the house. So his dad,
You can sit on the same day.
that's what we're gonna get into.
I'm
That's gonna be my worst scene ever.
Oh my God.
Because there's no way that the mail is gonna pick up a package at school, send it same day to the house. But anyway, so he gets home, he tells his dad he wants to go to the party. His pops was with it, At first he told him he wanted to watch Dolomite with him. He said, I got us some food. I wanted to watch Dolomite. But now he's with him, letting him go to the party. But he finds out after the fact that he got suspended from school because that letter comes in. So he says, you're not going to the party. So kid determines I'm going to sneak out because I cannot miss whatever this party is. Meanwhile, Martin or Bilal with Dragon Breath is planning to be the DJ for the party. But Play keeps messing with him as it relates to getting his equipment there. He coming in the car with females instead of coming to pick him up. Just a lot of stuff is going on where he damages basically all of his DJ equipment, getting it into the car.
Funny.
But they all make it to the party. In the meantime, while Kid is, sneaking out of his house, he starts getting, which is a theme in all the 90s movies we've seen, white cops harassing black kids. Every movie that we've watched so far that's been in this time frame has had a scene with cops and the black kids.
Yeah.
Everyone.
We ain't even did Soul Food when they did it in that.
Every movie in the 90s.
They didn't do that in Soul Food.
Yes, they did.
Remember he got arrested in the hairdresser?
Yes, they
in
did.
the salon or whatever?
No, it was it was when he was beating the dudes up in the bar.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But he was defending himself.
But anyway, so you get to there, they end up in the party. The party is way too adult for juniors and sophomores in high school.
I'm gonna cut you off right there. Because in Houston, Texas, I was at parties like that in middle school.
But you weren't wearing suits.
I wasn't wearing no
That's
suits.
what I'm talking about.
But they was throwing ass.
I'm
like
not talking
that.
about them throwing ass in a circle. I'm talking about wearing suits. My man who was drinking the Colt 45 and said it'd get a dick hard, he wore a full herringbone chain, cream suit, and wingtips.
He was dressed up like Easter Sunday, going to ball out.
That was Uptown Funk era. Uptown, what's it called?
I don't know, but he shouldn't have been wearing that in high
Guy
school.
and Jack Swing era. Yeah,
but it doesn't matter. He's in high school and he's swole. He shouldn't have been there anyway. All right, so make a long story short, party is going well. They have a rap battle in the middle of the party, and at that rap battle, they're doing this to catch the attention of
The
Sydney
two ladies.
and what's the other one name? Shireen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Throughout that process, Kid ends up with Sydney, and Play is getting people out of his house because they kind of messed up shit at the crib. Then when Kid is leaving from Sydney, somehow the cops find him, Full Force, the football players again, find him. They lock him in a bathroom, a refrigerator. The cops find him. He ends up in jail. A gang rape looks like it's about to happen in the prison. They are drawing straws, grabbing him on the butt, walking around the prison, That doesn't happen in county jail. I'm sorry. I don't know.
I don't.
Whoever wrote that doesn't happen in county jail.
As someone who went to county jail before in Oklahoma,
nobody is.
Oklahoma City, I saw a man sleep on a ham sandwich, and I knew jail wasn't for me. First off, and then this is a true story.
How
This
thick was that bread, nigga?
bro, I did not eat that hoe. Like
They put one slice of meat in
but this is a true
two-inch
story.
bread.
I was sitting in my spot. My hands was bloody
choking,
because I
nigga.
punched out glass and I had an
Oh,
altercation with the cops. And a dude like that was right next to me fell asleep.
On a ham sandwich.
No, he fell asleep, like just sitting up, and he fell on my shoulder. And so when he fell on my shoulder, I was like, yo, get off me, whatever. And so he, youngster, whatever. And I like, boom, just big faced him.
Damn,
like
you
just
got in a prison
instantly.
fight?
Yeah,
Hey, this happened instantly. Like I boom.
Yeah.
I boom. I was like, yo,
Jailbird.
don't youngster
Yeah.
me none of it. Don't I'm not playing them games. Don't touch me. And so, okay, I got you, youngster. Fast forward, I'm thinking I'm about to get bailed out before we have to go get booked into the cell.
Yeah.
This nigga was my cellmate. It was him and another dude. I swear to God, I never prayed as hard as I prayed. I was in that hole for 4 minutes. They booked us. They gave me the orange jumpsuit with the sandals, with the Yeezy sandals.
Yeah.
They gave me them.
Yeah.
I took the top bunk. I looked at the ceiling and was like praying. And it was like 3-4 minutes that passed. And they called my name. And then I dipped like so fast. But he got booked at the same time. And then he was like, all right, youngster, you better get that in check. I said, man, like,
They was gonna give you action. They was gonna give you action. Yeah, they were. They was gonna give you action. You would have had another viral moment.
bro, God damn.
All right. So,
That shit was
but
terrible.
the movie ends.
It's
You know, play.
It's winky.
Play. Play ends up
Me
with
and you.
Shireen.
Niggas would
Right
have
now.
died that night. Oh
Play-
my God.
Stop. Relax.
Play
relax.
ends up with Shireen. Dragon Breath ends up with nobody. And the night ends. And then clearly, you know, we've got subsequent movies that come after this. So what do y'all think of the movie in general? Let's just overall, what do you think of House Party?
No, I love the movie. First off, that's a classic. You can't.
They set the template. Like it's so
Yeah,
many movies.
So
like
many
that.
movies. So
Yeah.
many. Even the white Nubian
Yeah.
Kings
Nubian
and
King.
Queens
Yeah,
or whatever.
Nubian
The,
King.
They
the
produce-
party movies. Yeah.
They produced movies that was based off
Very
of House
Off that
Party.
Very
template. Yeah.
And so that's fine and dandy, but like House Party is the what is it? What they call it?
The
goddamn.
yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. I
Whatever.
got you. Yeah. Phil ain't here for the big words.
I don't even know what you're trying
What
to
the
say.
hell they say when it's the bar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Why the
yeah.
hell
Okay.
couldn't think of that? I don't
Yeah, I
know.
didn't
It's
know
another
what-
word
it's
that I was
cacti.
thinking of.
It's the cacti. It's Travis Scott shit. I don't know. It may be coke in
He
it.
sent this cacti.
Go ahead.
But
Go ahead.
anyway, yeah, it set the bar because like it's a party movie. It all meshes well. Bullies, the bully kid got in trouble getting away from his dad. That's all the mischievous stuff that, you know, kind of goes. You got the Ferris Bueller's, all that, the boy and his parents and all that. It kind of meshes well with each other. And it's coming from a black film.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So I like that part of it. The part I don't like is kids' perseverance. He didn't persevere because he really wanted that chocolate goddess. He wanted Shireen bad.
He wanted that Shireen. He wanted that
And-
knockoff Pam.
And he just like
No, what's
Dude,
mom?
he settled.
What mom is that? What mom is that?
That's
that's
Tyrese's mama.
Tyrese's mama.
Yeah,
That's Jody mama.
Jody mama.
He
yeah.
wanted Jody's mama.
But look,
Yeah.
you know what's crazy?
Rain
You know what's
counts.
crazy? Baby Boy is kind of like a follow-up to House Party because nobody saw Shireen for a minute and she popped up with Jody.
See, I thought she would have probably wanted to be Pam. That's why I'm saying. Like, I don't know why
This
they didn't
movie
keep
was
acting
based in
together.
LA?
though, that night, she probably got knocked down. Jody.
You know,
Oh,
he got
stop
something
it.
right there.
No.
Because when
he
Play,
wasn't even old enough. Like she.
Why?
Like he's older.
they were knocking down in that house party.
I know, but the
There were
timeline
people
is.
in there
he would've-
having-
Jody
Oh,
would have
Baby
been
Boy came
10
out
years
when?
old.
Baby Boy came out like
2001.
Yeah, 2002 maybe.
2000, 2001.
That came out
99,
So
maybe.
yeah, you missed
Yeah.
the timeline. All right, so what you think,
Oh,
JC?
logical ass nigga.
What you
Like,
think, JC?
couldn't
What
let
you
me
think?
have it.
Because that was too off. Like
Let him have it. Jim, what'd you think?
Yeah, no, like I said, they set the template for like movies throughout the late 90s. Really? What other movie was like that in the mid 90s?
Nothing like
Nothing
that.
like that.
Not
But like
that, yeah.
the late 90s, 2000s,
They started making more. Yeah,
making more just like that. So yeah,
I mean,
it was.
You know, the Friday started doing it when they started having a house party in Friday After Next, right?
Friday After Next. That's the last one.
They had that house party. So
Yeah, that was the last one.
kind of similar. All right, so let's get into the cast real quick then. So this had an interesting cast.
So
and I'll start by saying, I know you're gonna get into it, but we said this before. Clifton Powell in every movie is a hoe. And in this movie, even the small part that he has, when Sydney's trying to get into the house, he don't look at her, he don't talk to her, he being a hoe then. So Clifton Powell, you still a hoe.
I still want y'all to play The Rock and Clifton Powell. That scene in the you motherfucker.
So you got Christopher Reed, of course, that was Kid. Christopher Martin was Play. You got Tisha Campbell with Sydney. You know, they did pretty much all the house parties and they had their music.
Yep.
They ain't really do nothing after that.
Class who?
Well, Kid
Class Act?
became a
They had that. The Class Act was before house party.
house party.
Really?
Before house party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was in between.
And then Kid became a stand-up comedian. I never
Yeah, he
seen
did.
him Play doing anything
I
after
never
that.
see.
Play did like
Play
he
was a
God
producer.
or something. Like he went religious.
He did go
okay.
religious, but
Okay,
he was
okay,
like
okay.
a Christian. I think he was like a Christian music
I
producer
didn't know
and
that.
stuff
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
Tisha Campbell, Sydney, she went on to do Martin.
Yep.
My Wife and Kids, which is like I feel like her best stuff.
Yeah, that shit was
She did other movies, other shows. She went on to Marry and Divorce.
Remember Little Shop of
Dwayne
Horrors?
Martin.
Yeah, I do.
good. She was
in that?
I was watching it on HBO Max.
She was
That's
in
random
that.
as hell.
Yeah.
That's random as hell that you would watch that.
I
Rick
remember
Moranis?
You watch a lot of
I
random
like
stuff,
Rick
bro. You
Moranis.
can't say that.
Rick
I like
Moranis,
Rick
bro.
Moranis.
So then you got Martin, who was Bilal. He did, of course, Martin. Bad Boys 1, 2, and 3.
Hey, that's
Big
Martin,
Mama's
man.
House.
That's
Big
Martin,
Mama's
bro.
House, Black Knight.
I love Black Knight.
Rebound. Rebound
People
is
don't
terrible.
like Black Knight.
Terrible
Rebound is terrible
movie, bro.
and I've seen it 4 times.
You're a terrible person.
I don't know why.
Keep going. Keep going.
I don't know why I've done that.
Keep going. Keep going.
That's a regret in my life.
Oh my God.
You got Daryl Mitchell. Daryl Mitchell was
the paralyzed
chill.
dude?
He was chill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So he got
yeah.
paralyzed. He got paralyzed, but he
That's
did.
Martin partner.
Yeah, he did 10 Things That I Hate About You afterwards.
Yep.
He did some other stuff.
A bunch of movies with Martin. He was in
Yeah.
there.
Robin Harris, rest in peace.
Yeah. Keep your ass home.
Man, what's crazy? They said Robin Harris passed a week after the movie released.
Yeah.
A week
It was
after.
a tribute to him. Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
In
And then-
part 2, it was a tribute to him.
Yeah. And then you got AJ Johnson, who was Shireen.
And he just recently
Now
passed.
she's on, it's random. I mean, we talked about her being on Baby Boy, but my lady and I was watching like VH1, like we was just watching VH1. They showed the commercial of a show coming out, and it was the couples therapy or whatever.
Okay.
And she was the person that was giving them therapy.
She do therapy?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yo, that's random.
I don't know if
That's
she's
more random than watching
Real Shop of Horrors.
I don't know if she's a licensed therapist or nothing, but she's the person over that show. And I was like, where the hell they bring her up from? That was crazy. Maybe she went.
You know what I remember from the episode of Fresh Prince when he was doing poetry.
Raphael De La Ghetto.
Yeah.
She was on that too. So you got John Witherspoon.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
Okay.
He was the neighbor. God damn, cacti.
First off, if you spent $15,000 for that house, something's wrong with the economy back then, because that was a two-story, 3,000 square foot crib for $15,000. I'm
Public
doing
enema.
something wrong in life. So,
Damn.
And then the lady was his wife, Miss Pearly.
in the Friday movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so who do we think's the biggest star out of all those? Who had the biggest career? Because those are
Martin.
probably the top build.
Martin, for sure.
For sure. For
Martin.
sure. Absolutely.
It's no even question.
It's no question. And then
Yeah.
second is Pops.
Nah, Tisha Campbell second.
Hell no.
Huh?
Tisha
Campbell second.
But,
And the reason- but hold on, the
we
reason-
just know Pops.
But hold on, the reason why I say that, I know that Martin
Wayans
had
Bros?
Huh?
I'm just Wayans Bros. I'm just saying like Pops had
Are you
a-
talking about John Witherspoon?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking. Oh,
I'm talking about Tisha Campbell.
Nah,
So
I'm gonna go.
multiple TV shows. She's been in multiple films. I mean, she's had a great career.
John Witherspoon.
But
dude.
you know when John Witherspoon was in some shit. Like I was just watching Lil Nicky like a couple months ago. Like that shit was funny. Like he had little funny.
I'm gonna go John
Witherspoon.
But
He
that's
never was
okay
a star.
though. It's
That's what I'm
consistency.
saying.
It's consistency
yeah.
though.
Like
Because
just
he
like
was
in,
always working. We've like not to put the business out, but it's already out there. You know, she filed.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like it went dry for her.
It did.
It went real dry until she went to the BT Awards.
Yeah.
So it was like, hey, John Witherspoon up until he died was working
and funny.
And funny.
and funny.
And
so
so
I'm
funny.
gonna go.
He just
I'm
got
gonna go
more
John.
memorable
I thought you
moments.
was talking-
Boomerang. Like,
I thought you was talking about his pops because you know he called him pop.
Oh, you talking about
Robin Harris.
Robin Harris, yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, but Robert Harris was Damn,
But no,
he
I'm
would've had-
gonna go with John Witherspoon second, and then
Tisha Campbell third.
Tisha Campbell third.
Okay. All right. So what's y'all someone give a favorite scene, and I'm gonna go to just worst stuff first because I need to hate a little bit. So can I get a second?
It feel like I can see your chest been bulging for like 8 minutes.
There is no reason that Full Force should have been in this movie. They were 32 years old, ex-NFL players that sung soprano
Really?
in a high school movie. We got to do better.
And it was in part 2.
And first off, why did they have that Jeep that looked like it was the end of the world? Shit had lights on it on the top, had lights on the side, and it had blades.
into the world.
They was literally drug dealers.
No, they were killers. They weren't even they were just
They should
were
have been at
hitmen.
East Side High.
They would have ran East Side High. They were in the wrong movie.
Yeah, they would.
They were in the wrong movie.
They would have killed that goddamn that whatever.
You smoke crack, don't you? Hell yeah, I sell crack, nigga. What the fuck
Nah,
you mean?
what-
I'm gonna throw you off this
What was the song that they sang?
Huh?
was the
Roxanne?
Ain't
No,
that type of hype.
at the high school.
Oh,
East
Fair
Side
East
High.
Side.
Oh, East Side.
They would have been singing the shit out that hoe.
Oh yeah. Oh, they had to wreck that hoe. Yeah, they had to wreck that.
Chest bulging and shit.
Listen, we've got. I
you
don't know
got
what was
detention for
happening in
10
the
days
90s.
each.
Because and the only reason why I know how old they were is because I looked the swollest one up. He's like 63 right now, which means he was like 31 when this movie came out. There's no reason he should be in high school.
Stacey Dash was 27 when she did Clueless.
She shouldn't have been in that either.
Yeah,
Gabrielle
Stacey
Union
Dash.
was 30 when she did Bring It On.
And she shouldn't have been bringing it on. Look, there has to be younger people who could play these roles. They were too swole, like for real. Like there's no like
It fit, bro.
Didn't that nigga had a ponytail?
yes.
He was like,
Damn.
what's that smell?
Bro, we have
I smell pussy.
we have a person in here right now who's been on the pod before that really would fit in Full Force.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
got the chest for
he
it.
looked just like the Full Force dudes, hair and everything. Like,
He'd have been holding nigga up.
Like,
Wait.
And
Go.
my second beef with this movie, Sydney and Shireen were too mature. Like that's not high school, bro. Like
Nah, but they were the baddies.
Hey, you
in
know the
that school.
backstory of this joints though?
no,
So Tisha Campbell, Pam,
yeah,
and Martin, Kid and Play all worked at like a Macy's or a JC Penney's in
damn,
New
that's
York.
wow.
Yeah.
They all worked together and then they all made it.
That's
And
wild.
with
That's
salt
wild.
and pepper. They
And
was
with Salt and Pepper.
yeah.
They worked with
They
Salt
was
and Pepper
all
too.
together,
They was
yeah.
all together.
Damn, I should have turned in an application at Macy's.
I need that discount. They be selling Mitchell in there.
Nigga, it was Foley's at the time. Yeah.
I-
Something. Foley's, JC
Yeah,
Penney,
some
one
shit.
of them department
Yeah.
stores.
Yeah, what was that one store where Levine's? Did y'all ever go to Levine's?
What the hell is that?
I heard of that. We ain't had that in Houston.
we didn't have
Levine's
it.
used to
We
go
had
far.
wieners.
We had wieners and
Le-
Foley's.
Levine's, you could go get
Wieners.
7 pair of slacks for $19.99.
I bought some I ain't buy it. My mama bought them. My mama bought me some Jason Kids, some wieners.
Yeah.
Me and them both had some shoes.
Jason Kidd.
Jason Kids. The
Y'all
ones
know
that-
about Just for Feet? Why?
No, yeah,
with
we
the big,
know.
with
Just
the big,
Feet. I know Just
with the
for
big
Feet.
bubble on the side.
Yeah, Just for Feet used to go
We
hard.
was
A
there.
hoop at
Look,
Just for
look,
Feet.
no
nigga.
lie.
Yeah, oh yeah, Just
Look,
for Feet.
no, this is a real story. My dad took us to Just for Feet. We didn't even buy nothing.
You just hoop.
When they opened up the store, he took us to the opening just to take us out the house, and we was up there hooping.
Hooping hard too.
They was like,
3
"Are
on
y'all
3.
gonna buy something?" Like,
Nigga, we ain't
I'm up
lost
there-
shit.
I'm up there getting buckets.
When we
leaving?
lose, we'll get some socks.
We lose, we leave.
So what's y'all favorite scenes in this movie then? What's your favorite scene?
I go with the freestyle session was cool. Kid cracked me up when he rapped. He
got bars,
He
though.
got bars. It was cool. But like the
You
dance.
just got played out.
Yeah.
He got bars. He got bars, man. He was going hard.
He
That
just got
scene was
played
good.
out.
Yeah.
That shit was good.
I like when they take the drunk dude home.
Well, the drunk dude shouldn't have been there because he was also probably 41.
That was my funniest one
Come
because it
on,
kind of
man.
relates. Like I had people do me like that.
Now, what was weird is how they made it to the party that they crashed on accident was her mom and dad. Did y'all catch that? The party that they were at
yeah.
was her mom and dad when
Yeah.
they came to the crib.
Yeah.
Like that didn't. I don't know why that worked. Like they shouldn't have did that.
And why
It
they
just-
throw in
it's
the
script
dude
writing.
fucking his wife? And
Why
like,
did he immediately start licking shots?
yeah, like what the fuck?
You can stop and stand up and be like, say
But
go.
what-
He immediately start busting.
Yeah, but what if somebody disrupted your sex session?
I'm gonna let him watch. Shit, watch me. Shit, I got chest. I got pecs. I'm good. Shit, watch.
Shit, I got meat.
I'm doing something good too. I'm making sure. Like I'm not shooting you.
Hey, big Shoshi, nigga. You know what
All you
it
gotta do
is.
is put a thumbs up.
I'm looking at, hey, enjoy the show. You know, AMC movies, they be like, enjoy the show.
Adobe
I'm about to be like, hey, I ain't gonna be Dolby HB.
Hey, dog.
Enjoy the show.
But stupid.
That's got to be one of the worst.
Surround
Because,
sound.
That was terrible. That was terrible.
The cops didn't
That was terrible.
investigate the shooting.
Yeah.
They didn't do
Oh,
nothing.
shit.
My man shot 6 times. Mind you, he is knocking down.
Yeah.
He talking the
Nigga was
most
deep
dirty
in that
shit.
hoe.
Talking about,
And then
come
he
here,
was
get
loading
over
the
here.
gun while he was still up in
and
it.
he was a big dude.
Yeah.
Like this dude was big as hell. So he get up and loading the gun.
Was that
and
the
immediately
same
start
dude
shooting.
that shot the little boy on South Central? Was that the same guy?
I can't
remember. I can't remember.
I
I can't remember.
I can't
But that was a weird scene. All right, do y'all have a worse scene in this movie? Like something that just was like, this shouldn't have happened.
Probably the
Other than the letter that got to the house.
You gonna keep your ass home? Yeah. I remember distinctly when I got a letter sent home and mama came back home. She was mad. She was sitting in traffic. Whatever happened, she was checking all the mail and I was on the banister and you was standing in front of her and I seen the letter. I was like, that's the one. I was like, and then you got it. You was like, just looked at it. And she ain't look at you. And you scooped it and, man, what you do? He gave me the letter. I said, man, I got to write up. I told that bitch up.
Now listen,
Nigga.
if it would have been vice versa,
He
I
told
would have.
on you.
Nigga would've-
Come on, bro. You know I don't do no whole ass shit like
Nah,
that.
but no, I remember because I
It wasn't the time when you wanted the spelling bee.
No,
and
no.
you got suspended immediately after.
I got suspended, but I was in middle school, and I had got suspended, but they didn't know, and I spent the whole day in the park in our neighborhood. I had $2.
I do have a similar story.
I
So
had $2 for lunch.
That's when, hey, kids,
so hold on,
we used to
hold on.
walk
Yeah.
home from school.
We used to walk
yeah,
home from school.
I got a similar story.
I bought a spicy nacho Dorito that was $1.25 at the time.
Damn, I got
And
a
then
similar
I
story.
bought a canned soda. That lasted me the entire day.
Yeah, I got
big
I
shot.
I walked in the house like I went to school the
Me
whole
too.
day. And she had the letter right in front of me with the write-up that Keenan was suspended. Bro, I got beat. I got beat
suspended
unconscious.
when we lived in New
You
Mexico.
got suspended?
When we lived in New Mexico.
How the
I
class
got
president
shit.
get suspended?
This is when I lived in New Mexico. So we
I think it was Thor.
I got
That's
suspended
another
and they didn't send letters. That's when they would call. So they was calling the house to say that, LP can't come to school tomorrow. But luckily, kind of like he tried to put the phone off, I just unplugged it from the wall. And I plugged it back in like 8:00 that night. So the next day, just like you, I got up.
Damn,
act
man,
like I
we
was cool.
old, man.
I went and got chimichangas from Allsups. I went and got like Red Hots from Allsups. And I sat, so I lived on base. So, I had to do that. So I sat near where, they have those areas on bases where those planes are like set up. kind of like it's a museum of planes.
Yeah.
I just sat under a C-130
Nigga,
like the whole day,
Bro,
and
I
then
was at
walk
that
back
park.
home.
I
Didn't
was
you
at
have to
that
watch your
park
step because they got like planes in the grass and shit?
Nah, this one.
Oh.
I mean, this was in the '90s, so
I
there
was-
wasn't no security out there.
I was at that park the entire day. We had like a little
I did the
playground,
same shit.
and then we had like a pavilion. We had a basketball goal with no rims. So I literally just walked.
above the
I
rim
was-
tapping glass.
I was
all
walking.
day.
I was walking around that court the entire time. I would go in, like when cars passed. I don't know
Yeah, that's
why.
what I hit on the
thought my
plane.
mama
That's
was
what I was
coming.
doing the same thing.
I would take off and just lay in a slide. I would lay in a slide when the cars passed, and then I had to, cause the park, like our
This
house,
nigga went to the open ass park.
yes,
that's a wild
bro,
place.
our house was like right here. The park would be back here. When we walked from school,
Yeah.
we had to like walk.
walk across that.
Like we
yeah.
had to walk. So I had to like kind of walk all the way up to the front of the neighborhood and walk like I walked from school.
Yeah.
Bro. When
All right, so
that
have
shit was
y'all ever been
terrible.
to a party like the one that they had,
Yes. In the 8th grade.
but throwing ass like that?
In the
Not
8th
when I
grade.
with drinks, that was high school.
No. They had it was an older party.
Yeah.
We had some 8th graders there. We had high schoolers there. This is the party that the next day, because it was like that party that Friday night, and then the next day, like that Friday night, we danced and stuff at the party. A girl danced on me, rolled up on me, and then in my mind, we go together.
Yeah, did you?
So-
oh, that's the one where you got her pregnant.
And so
Because
she
you-
spent the
yeah,
night.
you-
She spent the night.
You sung that next
She
song.
spent the night. So we went over there the
Go
next day.
together.
I wonder if she feels what's in my bed.
No,
next.
no. Oh my gosh, nothing like that. Look, the next day, we went over there because my older brother was like messing with somebody over there.
Gotcha.
So I'm thinking like, shit,
Oh my
I'm about to
God.
see her again. And she played me. And like I'm upset, like I'm like, God damn, like
And then she showed up pregnant.
no,
That's the one.
hell no, I
Oh.
passed out. I fainted. That's how I fainted.
Yeah.
I was on the bike. It was like 98 degrees in Houston. I'm sitting on a bike. Everybody outside and shit. We eating hooped and all this shit. I'm trying to hoop my life off to try to win this girl back
Yeah,
over.
Try to get that love.
But then I was just sitting on a bike. I guess I'm dehydrated and shit. I'm on the bike. It's on the kickstand, sitting on it, and I just fell over.
nigga heart was
Smack.
broke.
Boom. Nigga almost went out for a broken heart.
yeah, you definitely wasn't getting there after that. I mean,
I had to go to the hospital.
And then my older brother was there. He had action. He was like, God damn, man.
Ruined
What the
it for him.
fuck?
Yeah, ruined
yeah, I don't give a damn about that shit.
So we
I
gotta,
ain't win.
So we gotta
Nobody
give this
win.
We got to give this a rating.
I'm
Official
giving this an
rating.
8.
So you going 8?
I'll get it high, yeah. 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is probably in the top 1 or 2 for me. So this is a 10.
Yeah.
My first
Because
official
it's a 10 play. This is the, yeah.
Yeah, my first official 10 since we've been doing this. Because you got to remember, when I watched this, I was 10 years old.
Mm.
So for me, I was like, I cannot wait.
Did you watch this in theaters?
No, I watched it at home on like a tape.
Mm.
Like my older brother, who's 10 years older than me, had the tape whenever.
That nigga was born in 1970?
My brother is 10 years older than me. Yes.
Damn.
So, and he had the tape.
That's
So,
what's up.
You treat me like Kevin Hart treated Don Cheadle.
Man, I'm so grateful
Damn.
for my older brother.
Damn.
I'm so grateful for my oldest brother because he's your age.
No
Yes.
So
Yeah.
like he introduced me to all this.
Yeah, that's
shit.
what happened to me.
So like I love that I got all this shit early.
So
See, he babied him. Me.
Because
He needs to get beat up.
Yeah, like,
Nah, that
he
nigga's
was-
out.
like me and my older brother are like in. Well, no, not really. Yeah, yeah.
I
'Cause
mean,
he
we're
just
cool.
tolerate, like,
We
shit
got
like
cool.
that.
We got cool when
you got older.
When I got
That's
older.
how it always go.
Yeah. So
I'm similar like that with my oldest brother. Me and the middle one are probably the coolest. And B-Ro's so much younger. It's we all was on his ass. Like he ain't
Yeah,
had
I
no
feel
choice.
bad.
Man, he
for
cut
him.
Yeah,
a
no
Nike
choice.
check in the back of my head with my ball fade, and everybody he used to show me off to his friends. I was like, damn, I'm cool.
All right. So
Hey man, he used to come like I had waves even back then.
all right, we're wrapping this up, people. All right, so look, this has been episode 12 of Horsemen Reviews. Again, a classic movie. all of y'all seem to like these. Y'all give us suggestions. We got a number of suggestions that people have told us before we need to do.
Suggest them in the comments.
Thank you. That's what I was going to exactly say. Instead of texting us or DMing me or putting it in one of our group chats, put it on our comments.
Engage with us
or
on the social
say
media.
It in Apple.
You motherfuckers be like,
app.
man, y'all be talking while y'all driving and
Exactly.
doing like, man, y'all missed that, or y'all be shouting out like
post
what?
it
Yeah,
in
say
the
it.
comments.
Look, when we did Blade, I had someone who really loves Blade. They really got mad
They're
at me.
psychos.
Yo,
He wore that long trench coat and shit.
I'm just look.
Nah, B100. That person wore that trench
He
coat.
was so mad at us for like missing one of the scenes at the end. I said, all you have to do is put that on our YouTube.
Morbius, we talked about
would
that.
help. But he just was so upset that we didn't talk about it longer. So I'm like, man, listen,
Who's
just
Morbius?
Morbius was in the deleted scene.
in the deleted scene. The part we talked
Blade.
about at the end where we said it looked like they were going to start the sequel at the end of the movie. We were supposed to talk about that longer, but we were running out of time.
Oh.
So he was mad at me for not bringing it up because he know that I like Blade. I was like, bro, put it in the comments. Like, put it in the comments. So,
Just
Casey,
put it-
do you want to give people your disclaimer again before we close out?
Hey, KC here. Put the camera on me.
It's just on you.
Oh, okay. Go to the comment sections of Instagram, of YouTube, Apple. Can you do it on Spotify?
Yeah, everywhere got comments.
Spotify, everything, and comment.
iHeart.
Pop all them stars. Hit all them stars, just like your Uber driver. Hit all them stars. Give us all them joints. Comment, engage with us. We will write back. We got somebody on all joints. We will write back. But the DMs don't give us no play. We appreciate them. That means y'all engage with us there, but nobody sees it. We need people to see it. I got a wedding to pay for, goddammit. Shit.